Hey everyone, in this review I'm going to show you this CM's Lamborghini Countach. This is the LP500 and there are two variants, one with the headlights up and one down. So this model is up, you can't move it, it's fixed. Those of you who collect Tomica know that they did a model recently, was it the Diablo? Where there was a switch on the bottom and you could flick it up and down, and I hope that in the future someone builds a model like that because it would be so easy to do and it would look fantastic. On the other hand, this is a super cool model. I mention it later in the video, but CMs, I don't really know them that well, but the models I have of them are brilliant, really high attention to detail, excellent scale. And they've even got moving parts as well, which I'll show you. In this case, it's this part with the engine. So yeah, rubber tires too, really premium feel. And you know, this is a brilliant replica. The yellow paint on this model, really eye-catching, really bright, and looks super cool as well. If you're into die-cast cars and or Transformers, please do consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. And for those who have, really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy these reviews as much as I enjoy making them. Cheers. Let's have a look at the packaging. I don't actually have the packaging because it arrived loose. That was the only condition I could buy it. And I've just got this stand. Normally it comes in a box with a plastic sort of insert where it goes into to keep it stable, but this was just sold with bubble wrap around it. It was the only way I could find it, and I'm not bothered about packaging, to be honest, if the model I'm getting is mint, because I don't really collect packaging. But I just wanted to review this because I can't wait to just take the screws off and chuck these bases away. I'm not fond of these at all. And there we go, it's recorded for posterity only, and same for this one. It just says CM's China and that's it, nothing else about this brand. I tried to Google them, I couldn't really find much information, so if you do know anything about them, drop a comment below. Really interesting to find out. And it's not the current CM model brand that you can see on AliExpress. It's way older, so yeah, we'll be interested in that. Okay, finally I can unscrew these bases. Let's take a proper look at these cars. Okay, finally free. And here is the base. So not much detail going on there. Just, you know, that's pretty much it. And there is no like markings or anything like that about, you know, CMs or the model of the car like you would with Hot Wheels or Matchbox when they say like the model, which year it was designed in, when it was made, all that stuff. Nothing. And you can see here the plastic is starting to warp, like it's changed the material over time, so it's good to get rid of that and chuck it off. And you can see, you know, first thing that strikes me is look at this tiny exhaust. They've even bothered to paint it silver underneath, which is really cool. But let's start from the front. Look at that detail, really fine level of detail. I mean, you've got lensed headlights for a start, which are awesome. Then you've got these cool pop-up lights here, just been glued in. And then at the front, look at this fine wedge edge shape here. And underneath the lip, that Lamborghini, again, super clear, like printing on there. None of this, you know, smudging. Very crisp. And then, you know, you've got really finely painted details here. Absolutely brilliant miniature. Really impressed with this, if you couldn't tell already. Got a tiny Lambo badge there. It's in proportion. They've really tried to keep to 1/64 scale accuracy. Cool windscreen wiper, wing mirrors in metal. What I really like is the shape and the fact that they've just coloured it in black here. Really nice touch. Now this part here on the bottom is plastic, and I will show you what's interesting about this model is the really intricate way they've used layers. So as mentioned, that part's plastic. Going around this part is plastic, and you can see by the slight different colour tone from the metal. And the reason for this is there's an opening part on this model, which is really cool. So there we go. The back lifts up to reveal the engine. Look at that beast. Got some silver highlights in there to pick out some details. It's all in plastic. So yeah, this part is all metal, but actually once you go inside here, it's all plastic. The roof is plastic, the cover is plastic, this is all just plastic. You can tell by that noise, it's just not the metal noise. And then we go back to metal here, and there's a bit of paint rash, as you can see on the, not much, but just a little bit. So it's metal all around the perimeter, and then there's some here for these massive intakes, and then plastic above. But it's been very well blended. And the big plastic spoiler here. This whole part is metal, and then underneath we got the plastic here. So, but yeah, lensed headlights there. So we've had a look at the front. Oh man, that's just so cool. Really loving that headlight pop up. And then on the side, got indicator. We've got this 5 circular spoke pattern. Rubber wheels with tyre tread pattern as well. Got that. It doesn't quite span the whole of the inner part, but it turns fairly easily. Got the design here. This black part, and you know, it's been painted really well. Got the wheel arches done nicely, and then going to the back, you know, you've got that red lens headlight, back tail lights, but with the, you can see the peg where it's been inserted in and glued in. Lamborghini, really clear again on the rear license plate, and the 4 exhausts right there. Absolutely brilliant model. Underneath there might be some wear here, and again from the other side. So, you know, what a superb model. Here's the red one. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, I wish this part was metal. I mean, that's pretty easy, right? You just extend that. Nothing too complicated. But I guess it's got to do with this part here and probably some cost saving. So yeah, absolutely awesome. Look at that. What a design. One of my absolute favorites of all cars. I know I've read a lot of comments that it's not particularly comfortable to ride in, as in sit in, but you know, just off sheer looks and design and functionality, what a beast. And it really did turn a page into the next chapter of car design and performance. And CMs, you know, usually with models you can tell like the plastic to the metal because they're different colours, and you can see a bit here more on the red than the yellow. But this part here, this top part, really well integrated, and you have to really carefully examine it to find out which part is and isn't metal. And here we go, the engine again, exactly the same on this part here. Nice little mechanism there. And on the rear, all the same stuff. Lens, tail lights, plastic spoiler, 4 exhausts, and so on. So let's get these guys on the turntable. What a fine pair of machines right there. CM's knocked it out of the park with this one. And I'll be doing some comparisons with Kyosho models, which were not easy to get a hold of, but also look pretty good. I think I have some CM models of the other versions, like the LP400. I'll check if I've got a 25th anniversary one as well. But yeah, this is the one. Absolutely fantastic. Accurate scale, accurate details, opening parts. For me, I just think if this part here was in metal, I'd be very, very happy with that one. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next review. Take care.